Hello, my little chocolatiers. Are you ready for an adventure like no other? Today, we're off on a magical adventure to a chocolate factory, a place where dreams are made of chocolate. Get ready to learn all about how our favorite treat, chocolate, is made from start to finish. We'll follow the journey of the cocoa bean from a faraway tree all the way to becoming a delicious chocolate bar. It's a fascinating process. Are you excited? I know I am. There's so much to see and learn. Our journey starts in warm tropical countries where cocoa trees grow. These places are lush and green, perfect for cocoa trees. These trees love the sunshine and rain, and they produce large pods filled with precious cocoa beans. Farmers carefully harvest these pods by hand. These beans are like hidden treasures, waiting to be discovered and turned into something amazing. Each bean holds the potential for delicious chocolate. Now, put on your imaginary chef hats and let's step inside the chocolate factory. Imagine the sweet aroma of chocolate filling the air. It's going to be a sweet and exciting ride. From beans to bars, let's see how chocolate is made and packaged. Imagine walking through a lush green forest filled with tall, majestic trees. These are cocoa trees, and they are covered in vibrant, colorful pods. The pods come in shades of yellow, orange, red, and even deep purple. Inside each pod are rows of cocoa beans surrounded by a sweet, white, sticky pulp. When the pods are ripe, skilled farmers carefully cut them from the trees. They use special knives called machetes to avoid damaging the precious beans inside. Then they open the pods and scoop out the beans and the sticky pulp. This sticky mixture is then placed in heaps or boxes to begin a magical transformation called fermentation. Get ready, because things are about to get really interesting. Remember that sweet white pulp surrounding the cocoa beans? Well, it plays a very important role in creating the chocolate flavor we all know and love. The beans and pulp are left to ferment for a few days. This means that tiny microorganisms called yeasts and bacteria start working on the pulp, changing its sugars into alcohol and then into acids. This fermentation process is what gives chocolate its characteristic flavor. It removes bitterness from the beans and develops the rich, complex aromas we associate with chocolate. After fermenting, the beans need to be dried. They are spread out in the sun or in special drying houses for several days, losing their moisture and hardening. Section 4. Roasting and cracking, releasing the flavors. Now our dried cocoa beans are ready for their trip to the chocolate factory. The first stop is the roasting room. Here, the beans are roasted in large ovens at a specific temperature and for a precise amount of time. Roasting is like waking up the flavors hidden inside the beans. Remember those complex aromas developed during fermentation? Roasting enhances them even further, creating the wonderful chocolate smell that fills the entire factory. After roasting, the beans are cooled down, and then they go through a cracking machine. This machine gently breaks the beans into smaller pieces called nibs, removing the outer shells. Section 5. Grinding and conching, creating smooth chocolate. Now, it's time to turn those crunchy nibs into smooth, melt-in-your-mouth chocolate. This transformation is a fascinating journey that involves both science and art. The nibs are ground down in special mills, which create friction and heat. This grinding process is crucial as it breaks down the nibs into finer particles, releasing the cocoa butter. This process melts the cocoa butter naturally found in the nibs, transforming them into a thick liquid paste called chocolate liquor. The consistency at this stage is rich and velvety. Don't let the name fool you. Chocolate liquor doesn't contain any alcohol. It's simply the pure essence of chocolate in its liquid form. It's just pure melted chocolate. This liquid gold is the foundation for all chocolate products. This liquor is already quite delicious, but to achieve the smooth, velvety texture of a chocolate bar, it needs to go through another important step, conching. This step is essential for developing the final flavor and texture. Conching is like giving the chocolate a good massage. It involves continuous mixing and aerating, which helps to smooth out the texture and enhance the flavor. The chocolate liquor is stirred and aerated for hours, even days, in large machines called conchers. This extended process allows the chocolate to develop its characteristic smoothness and complexity. This process further refines the flavor, removes any remaining bitterness, and creates a silky smooth texture that melts beautifully on your tongue. The result is a luxurious chocolate experience that is both rich and satisfying. Section 6. Tempering, molding and cooling, the final touches. We're getting close to the finish line. The journey of transforming raw cocoa beans into delectable chocolate bars is almost complete. Now that we have our smooth conch chocolate, it's time to turn it into beautiful bars. Conching has given the chocolate its velvety texture and rich flavor. But first, the chocolate needs to be tempered. This crucial step ensures the final product has the perfect texture and appearance. Tempering is like a special dance for the chocolate. It requires precision and skill to get it just right. It involves carefully heating and cooling the chocolate to specific temperatures. This process is essential for achieving the right consistency. This process ensures that the cocoa butter crystallizes properly, giving the chocolate a shiny, snappy finish and preventing it from melting easily in your hands. The result is a bar that looks as good as it tastes. Once tempered, the chocolate is poured into molds of all shapes and sizes. These molds are designed to create a variety of chocolate products. These molds will determine the final look of our chocolate bars. From classic bars to intricate designs, the possibilities are endless. The filled molds are then gently shaken and vibrated to remove any air bubbles and ensure an even surface. This step is crucial for achieving a smooth, flawless finish. Finally, the molds are moved to a cooling tunnel, where the chocolate solidifies and hardens, taking on its familiar shape. This final step brings our chocolate-making journey to a close, ready to be enjoyed by chocolate lovers everywhere. After cooling, the chocolate bars are carefully removed from their molds. They are inspected to ensure they meet the highest quality standards. Then they are wrapped in shiny foil and labeled, ready to be shipped to stores all over the world. From the cocoa tree to the factory and finally to your hands, each chocolate bar has gone through an incredible journey. So next time you take a bite of your favorite chocolate bar, remember all the hard work and dedication that went into making it. Appreciate the complex flavors and aromas developed through fermentation, roasting and conching. And most importantly, savor every single bite of this delicious treat. Hey everyone, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss any of our new videos. Let's get started. Subscribing is super simple. Just click the red button below. All done? Awesome! And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and tell your friends. See you in the next one. Bye!